I always get questions about what was it like as a Black traveler? Like, what did you experience? What's up, y'all? It's Kim with WorkHardTravelWild.com, and thanks for checking out my YouTube channel. While you're here, be sure to subscribe and turn on the bell for notifications. I post weekly videos about travel, lifestyle, and tech. A few months ago, I posted a video called The Best Countries for Black Travelers to Visit, and today I'm going to talk to you about what it was like to be Black in Colombia, what it was like to be as a Black American traveling to Colombia. I always get questions about what was it like as a Black traveler? Like, what did you experience? When I talk about Colombia, my family was like, what? Why would you go to Colombia? And two, why did you go to Colombia by yourself? But I'm here to tell you, I basically felt welcomed in Colombia. I had a great time. I visited Medellin, Cartagena, and Guatape. So I had a great time. Like, I can't wait to get back there. The food is amazing. The people is amazing. The culture is amazing. And there is a town outside of Cartagena called Palenque, and it was the first free town of the Americas. San Basilio de Palenque is an Afro-Colombian community. And seeing the culture, seeing just people that look like me in Colombia was like awesome to see. And so I was glad to know that my tour fee included a contribution to give it back to Palenque. I'll link the description to the tour company that I used to get to Palenque. So that was a day trip in itself, and it was wonderful. So all around in Cartagena, when I was walking around, I was referred to, people would call me Nicki Minaj and, stuff like that. And okay, but yeah, so they probably could definitely tell I was a tourist. Like the tour guides that I use, one of them I still keep in touch with to this day. Like, he's like, hey sister, and he's so cool, Freddie Paz. I'll leave his information in the description of this video. I felt comfortable while I was traveling to Cartagena, and when I got to Medellin, I actually linked up with a tour guide that Freddie Paz had recommended. His name is Carlo. He has a company called Live Aventura and Tours. One thing about Medellin versus Cartagena is like old culture, learn about culture, learn about history, go to beaches and stuff like that. When you get to Medellin, it's like the city of eternal spring. It was a lot cooler there than Cartagena. Cartagena was like literally burning up. I went in June and it was burning up. One thing about Medellin is I learned about the history, especially about drugs and Pablo Escobar and how that affected the city, and then how they were turning things around now. I actually kind of felt a little sad just learning about the history, because there was so much that happened to Medellin through the drugs and all of that. And I even went to one of the comunas, which was 13, and that's a very popular one that people go on tours to. And it was basically a tour kind of looking at the comuna, and it actually made me, like, I enjoyed learning about the history, but being there and seeing the little kids come up to me and ask for things and stuff like that, and I don't know, I just felt really kind of sad at the same time. I would say, as a Black traveler in Medellin, I noticed a difference compared to Cartagena as far as feeling safe in both of those locations. I felt safe. I felt safer in Cartagena. Walking around at night in Medellin, I did not. I basically tried to get a taxi in Medellin, told him where I was going, and I was like, hey, do you know where this is? He's just like, get in, get in, get in. And he wouldn't say yes or no. So I was like, no, I'm just gonna keep walking. And I was like paranoid the whole way trying to get back, but made it back. And I will say, in Medellin, they spoke a lot less English than in Cartagena. So I did have one interesting experience when I was going on a tour to Guatape, and that's about 2 hours from Medellin. You can see the video, and I'll link it in the description. You can also see it in the right hand corner of this video. I basically had to hail a taxi to get to the meeting point for the tour guide, and the guy spoke no English and I spoke a little bit of Spanish, and I'm like, we had we had this broken Spanglish conversation, and he was laughing when I made what I thought was a joke, or he could have been just laughing at me. But I made it to where I needed to go, and like he was just so appreciative of. He was just so happy. It seemed like he was just very happy to meet me, to take me to my destination, and like he was just very friendly. So I would say both of the locations were friendly to Black travelers. Guatape was no different. It's a very touristy location, and it's where you climb the Rock of Guatape. So, as far as Black travel to Colombia, I would say that I recommend it. I'm not sure about Bogota, so I can't speak for that. But thanks for watching this video. Check out the description of this video for more videos about Colombia. And be sure to subscribe, leave me a comment, and share and like this video. And I'll see you next time.